Yo, Drip Media.
Hello. Hello, 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 hello. What's up,
Hello,
everybody?
hello. How you doing, man?
Doing good. Doing all right. Hello, everybody. Hello, yes. Like the stream. Like the things. Like it all.
Indeed. Let's give some.
God, Hari's here. The rebellion follows us everywhere.
Goddamn rebellion.
You know, I mean, I do feel kind of like the Empire in this situation. I could crush him with just one blow. Just takes one press of a button and I could crush his entire rebellion.
Press the button.
Just drop that ban hammer. Just completely stop an entire rebellion.
That's right.
Whatever.
I'm gonna drop some tunes.
All right.
I'm gonna use the spooky tunes that I've been using.
He said, "Go ahead."
Oh wait, I gotta go to the other. I hope it doesn't fuck things up. Should be fine. Switching YouTube channels on a different tab. What's up, Wallball? My man.
I need to get water. Totally forgot I don't have water.
Sure thing. Sure thing.
Oh wait, I have something better.
Why? I mean, a Halloween lo-fi. We're getting close enough. I'm feeling it. Oh, here it is.
Yeah.
Ah!
Tea. Iced tea with lemon flavor. Not with lemon, just the flavor of lemon.
Hey, it's the flavor. I prefer lemon over the flavor of lemon, personally.
Me too.
Yeah. Lemon is fantastic. And just a tiny bit of sugar in lemon changes the ball game.
I don't like sugar in tea. I don't like sweet tea.
I hate sweet tea, because sweet tea is like you pour extra amounts of sugar, and I just like normally sweetened tea, just like your average sweetened tea. And actually, I prefer the diet sweet teas that you get at like Wawa or Sheetz, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever your convenience store you have is. Besides the Midwest, it doesn't have any, which I don't understand how they have not gotten on the train of convenience stores at this point. Besides like 7-Eleven.
They don't have any version of a Wawa or a Sheetz.
No.
That's
Nothing.
Terrible. How do you live?
You go to McDonald's. This is why
everyone's dying of heart. Too. This is why
everyone's dying of heart diabetes, like in our country, because most of the country only has McDonald's.
Well, there's only no. There's another one too. What is it? Oh, Get Go. It's a Giant Eagle grocery store thing.
Never heard of it. Nothing.
Yeah, it's same thing. It's
you either go to Walmart or McDonald's out here. These are the places you go for like anything convenient wise.
Rebellion joined in spirit. No, you're not joining his rebellion.
Wait, who is this? Who said that? I'm not looking at chat at the moment. Who said this? I'm coming for you.
Sabotage him. No.
Oh, Kim, you could do it. That'd be funny.
No.
What's up, Kim?
I'll ban them all.
Hey, Coke Baby, if you're still around, we decided to mod you in Discord and in the YouTube channel. Just letting you know, you have this power now. You could go ahead and fuck us.
Yeah, so yeah, you know.
Go to town. Go to post all the dirty links in here.
Yeah, or don't do it.
Or like prevent people. The idea is you prevent that from happening. You know, I suppose we trust you.
I have the power.
Ah, you have the wrench next to your name, good sir.
Look at that wrench.
The wrench of power. The wrench of strength.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't know about that.
Do it. Sugar instead of salt. What are you making with what? Like, I guess it depends, right? You're making lemonade for dinner, you know. I think the sugar would be a great idea instead of salt.
I'm just gonna order a pizza, I
think. Get the lobster pizza, but make sure to eat it quick.
Yes, don't let it get cold.
Yes. I still have memories of that pizza. It was so good.
It was really good until I ate it later. Then it was not really good.
And if it sits in the same thing happens when it sits in your stomach too long. The same thing happens. It sits.
That's fair. Yeah.
And as much as I remember enjoying that pizza, I also remember the feeling, like I can feel it right now, of that pizza sitting in your stomach for too long. And it's like, oh, mixed with the beer we were drinking.
Yeah. Lots of bush apple. The bush apple was flowing.
The pizza is not a good idea overall. It just tastes really good.
Yeah, it's a bad idea, but it's fine. It's fine. Oh man, let's do the podcast. Let's just do it.
You just want to do it?
It's early. It's weird. Just looking extra trippy today. Thank you.
Tomorrow we target your server. Uh-oh. Oh no, you're gonna give my server interaction. Oh no, the horror. Please don't give my server the reactions. I don't need the extra chatter. Ah.
Mic stand is being odd.
I really want a new one. I want the most expensive microphone arm you can buy. And here's why. Not because it's the most expensive one, but because, well, okay, when I say the most expensive one, I just don't know the name of it. There's a particular one.
I got you.
Every radio station has. They're not black. They're like tan, beige-ish, with like black.
I like that word, beige-ish. It's not beige, but it's beige-ish.
Beige-ish. It's like grayish beige. Anyway, I want that. I know it's expensive.
It's grayish.
I want to know the name of it first off so I can buy it. And the second reason is it's so, they move those things like it's a cloud, and it is absolutely silent. It's a cloud that just moves around, or just perfectly smooth and buttery and doesn't make a sound. And it's huge, so you can move it wherever you need to and get it out of your way. It doesn't, and all the bits don't have stupid plastic parts like mine does, and doesn't stay put all the way. I want that one because I use my mic so much, probably more than these radio. I honestly use my microphone arm probably more than the radio stations do. Like if we're talking about one show,
I'm totally listening to you. I'm just trying to figure out.
I know you're good.
I'm not hearing my music for some reason. It's very upsetting.
Uh-oh. People hear, you guys hear the Halloween lo-fi? You should.
I have it now. Okay.
Cool. So yeah, guys, we got anybody before we get going. Just I'm gonna get the chats vibe because I don't know how long we're gonna be on afterwards. I know I don't want to be lingering too much longer after the recording drip.
I got shit to do.
So let's do a little bit of chatter real fast in the chat. What do you guys think about this whole situation? Now, obviously, make sure to follow the community rules. You know, we don't want anybody calling anybody names or unnecessary hate and all that. You know what I mean. So don't do that. But tell us what you guys think of the whole situation. And if you don't know anything about the situation, let us know too. You're like, I don't know. You guys want to tell me about it. So
yeah,
I think this is going to be quite interesting no matter who you are, because everyone's got opinions. Everyone poops and everyone's got opinions. And this situation is all opinions. Very little facts going on. It's all just kind of speculation.
Yeah, there's no facts, but it's whatever. Facts aren't necessary. You don't need facts.
Kim knows nothing. Very good. You know nothing.
Well, Geeb is going to explain it all to you.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to do a great job.
You are going to do a great job. It's going to be wonderful. It still all seems one-sided.
Which side do you think, my storm? I'm curious, because I don't feel like it's one-sided. I do feel like there are heavy skews to both sides, and it kind of goes the way of the wind as far as who has the momentum today, who has the momentum tomorrow. It seems like recently it's been the bigger companies, and it seems like the bigger companies, the Platinum Games seems to have. Platinum Games has the edge right now if we're taking score.
Yeah, it looks like after what I saw today, looks like they do, but still,
they really have evidence shows they offered her more money. Seems pretty cut and dry. Yeah, if that's a true statement, if that's true, and obviously we'll get to this in the big podcast, but I'll just say this too because it's not shocking. If it's true that she basically essentially was offered 15 grand and not $4 grand, I'll get to what I think about that later. But basically, that is definitely more of a fair thing to say. I mean, that's not really surprising to hear. If you think 4,000 is low and 50,000 is higher, that is correct. So like,
yes, that's true.
That is correct.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to say either way what I think yet, but that is a factual statement.
Yeah. It is.
Voice. Yes, yeah, we're gonna get to that too, Koga baby, because I think that's one of the more interesting things here. Because he wasn't only the voice of Rivali, he was the voice of Teba, and he's the voice of some other character I can't remember.
Yeah, it's lots of stuff. Like I said, I'm gonna keep quiet till we get into this.
Did the company come out and say something? I think that is he the company that
yeah. But
I can't say his name. I'm sorry.
No, you can't. But no. The only thing he said was just that he can't talk about it right now.
Yeah.
I don't. It doesn't. None of it even. What he says doesn't even matter at this point. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. All right, let's do this, man.
Okay.
Chat, stick around. We will talk to you guys a little bit afterwards, of course, but it won't be as long as normal. So. All right. I shut the tunes off. All right. Oop. We will see you guys in just a second. Drip, don't say a word. Sorry, guys. Give me a second. That's not it. This might be it. How do I play my music? Oops, that's not the right one. There's I forget my fucking buttons here.
You got it, man. You got this.
This podcast was there. It is. That's too soft though.
That's what she said.
That's right. Okay, shut up, me. This podcast was edited and uploaded by Uncle Geeb Productions. One more time. This podcast was edited and uploaded by Uncle Geeb Productions. Hey guys, and welcome everyone to the Drip and Geeb podcast. I am your host, Uncle Geeb, and with me is Host Your Media Gaming. We record this podcast live every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can listen to this podcast on Apple, Spotify, Google, or anywhere you can find a podcast. You can also watch our video podcast live over on youtube.com/DripGeeb. Drip, I have just realized that I left my laundry basket in the frame, but you know what?
Oh, I see it!
The laundry basket is staying in the frame. We're good.
Mine's not. My couch is full of laundry, actually. It's full of laundry.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing okay. This is weird. We're doing a podcast at...
Yeah, it's totally Thursday at 8 p.m. Totally.
It is. We don't do it at any other time. Thursday.
It is. It is not. Eastern. It is not Friday at 2:37 Eastern. I promise.
I mean it's not.
No.
The sun is down here. You can't. There's no sun.
So I was saying to the Discord last night, or I'm saying to you, you last night, that it's so unfortunate. Like the last 2 weeks, the Phillies been in the playoffs, and they're still in the playoffs, and they're tied going in. They're gonna play later today.
And last week, we could have done it last week, but it was my fault last week on Thursday.
Right. So last Thursday, we couldn't do the podcast on Thursday because of one of Drip's reason. I can't remember what it was.
I went to that football game.
That's right. Right, Drip went to the football game. So that was fun. I'm like, oh, crap. So, of course, we had to do the day that the Phillies don't have a playoff game the entire week is the day I can't do the podcast either. Cool. So this Thursday was like, it was literally 20 minutes before Dripper and I were going to hop on the Discord to get ready for this. And like as soon as that happened, or I'm sorry, 20 minutes before that, and suddenly my internet cuts out. I'm like, oh, that's weird. Yeah. And then it never came back on. And I look at my app on Xfinity and they're like, yeah, there's outages. Check back in 2 hours.
Yeah, it's weird because this is the second time I've hopped in to the live podcast room and sat there by myself waiting on Geeb and no one showed up. It's the second time that's happened now.
I know. We only have like 5 episodes or something. So that's like 20% of the time you come in here and then I'm not here.
Just gone. I'm just by myself.
Yeah, totally not like episode, I don't know, 80,
either way.
All the other times I've been sitting here waiting for you, but either way.
I do want to talk about something else that happened. We got a little bit into the whole sports thing. Oh. You got beat last week. We got a fantasy football thing going on in the Discord, and Geeb and I played this past week, and I wiped the fucking floor with him. Wipe the floor with him.
Oh,
Just want to throw that out there.
yeah. What was that final score again? He wiped the floor with me?
It doesn't matter. It
No,
doesn't
it does.
matter.
I think it was like 137 to 134. I don't.
Yeah,
And
like
my quarterback had the worst week of his
like I said
this year. And if he just throws one more first down, I get the fucking win. But you know what? Whatever, man. I mean, whatever.
I don't think I'm gonna have to ship the belt anywhere.
Listen, the Birds are 6-0. Let's go. The 76ers suck. The Philadelphia Phillies. They're 0-2, by the way. And Embiid looks slow and fat. He doesn't look fat. He just looks slow. And the Phillies are in the championship round, and they're going to move on to the World Series, and they're going to win it.
Hopefully. Hey, easy now.
I just said it, so I'm going to, it's not going to happen now.
They play tonight, correct?
They play. As soon as this podcast is over, I'm going to edit this podcast, upload it, and watch the Phillies.
Oh, wow. So, what time's the game start? Maybe that's what I'll do.
7:30 Eastern.
Might turn that on. Might throw that on in the background.
Yeah, so you guys are probably going to listen to this episode before the game even starts, hopefully.
Yeah.
Is my
hope I'm just excited I don't have to ship that championship belt anywhere because I'm going to win it.
Instead of editing, taking time to blur this, I'm just going to put my hand up. I think I have a better idea. You know exactly what's happening
okay,
here.
Whatever.
You know exactly what this is right here.
I mean, that was the win I needed to get over the hump. It's happening.
Listen, the entire season's we have the entire season. We're all tied at 4-2, man. Only two guys are two, Casey and Adam are like winless essentially, and the rest of us are 4-2. So there's lots more to go in the Geeb Media Fantasy Football League.
Yeah, well.
By the way, that's like my favorite thing is that we called it that. That's like my favorite thing.
The Geeb Media Fantasy Football, yeah, it's good.
It was the Drip Media, but then Adam just because he calls me Geeb Media and he kept calling the league.
Oh yeah, that's better. It's definitely better.
Know what? The Geeb Media for this league works. That works. That's a good name for it.
It works. It's perfect. It's great. It works great.
Drip. I don't think we have. I think we're just gonna dive right into this. We're not really gonna do any fluff. I think we're gonna go right into the meat and potatoes. What you see in the thumbnail, guys, for this podcast. Yeah. The Hellena Taylor versus Platinum Games situation has gotten kind of out of control at this point. I think if you're any bit involved in gaming community and gaming culture in the internet these days, you have seen something related to this story because it's massive and it's been growing and growing, so much so that it's become even more than the game itself.
Yeah.
And maybe that's where we start with this. Just real quick. That's because this is kind of the only facts of the whole thing, right? This is the only real fact of the entire thing, right?
I do know the one fact. Yeah, the one fact is before this happened, the game was whatever, pre-sales, whatever is fine. After this happened, after this came out, sold out on Amazon. Sold out on Amazon. So it's. I mean, the one fact we have is it's actually doing really great for the game, really helping the game out a ton. So there's that.
There is that. It's just gotten so wild, and I don't even know where exactly to start. I guess we can kind of start with me stalling for a second. With her video, the Twitter video itself.
Because I watched that. I actually watched that before. I saw people making videos about it, but then randomly I did get on Twitter and I saw that and I was like, okay, I want to watch this first. But
right. And I actually watched, I didn't even realize it at first, but how big this was going to be. I just watched like somebody's video on YouTube. I just watched their video, unnamed creator. And I watched their video and I was like, okay. But then I thought it stewed with me. Then I watched her Twitter video afterwards. So like, wait, let me hear this. Let me hear her out. But so Hellena Taylor is the former voice actor of Bayonetta 1 and Bayonetta 2. Mm-hmm. And she is not the voice actor of Bayonetta 3.
She is not.
And there's debatable reasons of why she's not the voice actor. Ultimately, she turned down the offer. That's the reason she's not the voice actor. But why she turned down the offer, and if she's just, that's really the public opinion here. And like, that's the fun part to talk about. So she comes out with this video, Drip, and she's talking about how essentially, what I'm going to highlight just this one pretty much factoid from her video. Two. She wants everyone to boycott Bayonetta 3. She wants you to not buy the game. She wants everyone to rally the troops, and she wants everyone to not buy the game. And the second thing she wanted to let us know that she only got offered $4,000 for her performance as Bayonetta 3 upcoming for the game, and that is the offer she turned down. She did not take that offer.
Yeah, I watched the video. She was
that was her initial first side of things.
And she was like mad, super mad about this.
Yeah, and she even called out the new voice actress.
Yeah. I mean, it was definitely a call to arms is what it was. It was her saying, "You know what? Stand with me. Fuck these people. This is bullshit." Oh man, I don't know. I usually don't talk about these types of things that much, especially publicly, but that is just an absolutely shit way to deal with something like that.
Yeah, she broke NDA, guys. She broke a non-disclosure agreement on the terms of her potential employment with Bayonetta, the third game, by revealing this information, and that's kind of a no-no. Breaking NDA, so we not learn from that other guy recently who got in the news.
Yeah, you're not supposed to do that.
Yeah, who's that guy who got? We didn't talk about it in the podcast, but he talked about he was revealing information, Ubisoft information. He's a YouTube creator, and he was. Did you not hear about this?
Yeah, I heard about it. I don't remember the name.
Anyway, as we learned from that situation, breaking NDAs.
Yeah, you can't do it.
You can't do it. It's not.
She's gonna end up. There's gonna be more. She's gonna end up in trouble for this after the game releases, after everything's said and done. I'm sure Platinum Games is probably gonna really take it to her. I imagine, especially after what she tried to do to them. The boycott of their game because.
Oh God, yeah. Pause for the tea.
Okay, yeah, I want to talk about
more to say.
Oh, I do. I want to talk about the pay, the $4,000 thing.
Yeah. Okay. And let's go. Let's pretend for a second. Let's pretend like we're on day one. If you can go back to bring your place, everyone bring yourself back to day one. Pretend like it's still day one. This video just got released.
Yeah. Okay. So I want to touch on that a little bit. Just looking at it from the outside in, someone who doesn't know what, a voice actor in the game industry gets paid. I look at that like you're being the voice of a main character of a game and you're only getting paid $4,000. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's crazy. That's insane. That sounds really bad. But I'm very sure that is exactly how she wanted that to sound in this video.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, nobody knows what we actually get paid, but if I say this and make it sound like that statement is what it is, yeah, it sounds really bad. Because think about, we talked about voice acting the other day when we were talking about the Mario movie and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
How much is Chris Pratt getting paid to be Mario? Probably not as much as the dude who plays Mario got paid to be Mario.
Yeah.
Not nearly as much, clearly.
Oh, God, yeah.
We were talking a little bit before this, and I think there's a huge problem without any of this other stuff even being involved. Like, in this industry, just gaming is massive. It's bigger than the movie industry. It's huge, absolutely huge.
Yep.
Yet these voice actors, the people that make the games, kind of what they are. They're not the developers of the games, but they give these characters life, are being paid that little? Like, that's wild to me. But I said this to you earlier too, and this is kind of where I don't know. I'll let you take it after this, but I don't see this as like the industry's problem because they're business. Of course, they're not going to be like, oh, let me give you more money. I think you need to be paid more for this. That's not going to happen. There's no way that's going to happen. I think it's wild to me that voice actors in the game industry haven't got together and been like, listen, this is not okay. Like, these games are making a ton of money. Some do, some don't. I get that there's differences in a AAA game from Ubisoft or, Nintendo or whatever. And Platinum Games is a pretty decently large game company. They're not massive, but they're big. They're big. I just feel like they should be paying voice actors a lot more than that.
Would you say day one? Would you say 3 to 4 times more?
I would say 3 to 4 times more at least. Yeah,
we'll get there. Yeah. So you kind of said what you said there, and I'm on board with what you said. And we're on day one still, right? So I kind of reactions of day one, right? People's reactions to that were what you just kind of said, was like, she needs to make more money. I was one of those. I made a video on my channel as well. My phone just dinged because I'm a professional.
Now hold on. Now I do want to add to that. She needs to be. I think that that they should be paid more money. But I want to make something very clear. Boycotting a game or telling other people to boycott a game because you're not making enough money is that's fucked. That's bullshit. That's hiding behind a curtain. You're trying to get other people to fight your battles for you because you're pissed off because you're not getting what you want. You are the one who needs to go try to get what you want. And if it doesn't work out, if they're like, no, we don't want to pay you this, then that's it. Like, you can have your hard feelings, but coming out and making a video and a fucking sob story about it, that's not the way to handle this situation at all. I don't. I do not agree with that whatsoever. I want to make that very clear.
Right. I agree with you there. It affects more people than just Platinum Games, the big wigs at the company making decisions. That affects the developers of the games, the sound designers, the editors,
the other voice actors,
everybody. And that's really irresponsible of her to like throw her coworkers under the bus as well.
And that's the point of the NDA.
The same people she's kind of trying to, bump up and say, we need to get paid more. She's also saying at the same time, two-faced, don't pay these people at all because they don't deserve it. I should get paid. And that's kind of shitty. That's kind of shitty.
It was the entire way she handled it was just.
And who knows? Maybe she was so involved in her rage that she totally overlooked that whole side. Because I don't think she's some devious person
she was probably really mad.
Who's just trying to squeeze money when she doesn't deserve it, and she's just trying to look out for herself because she's so evil. Like as the internet would like make you think here in certain situations.
That's not true. You can tell by the video and what she said in the video. She was angry.
Has anybody here ever in social media just outlashed on something, reacted, and regret what they said later? I bet you this is something she probably is going to regret later.
Yeah.
She doesn't regret her cause, and I believe her cause is to get the voice acting community paid more money,
which is a great cause.
Terrible
way to go about it.
Terrible way to go about it. Man, I forgot what I was going to say. It was something important I was going to add to something else, but I guess we'll just move on here. People's reactions to this video, we kind of already alluded to what happened here. We had the people who were like, boycott the game. That they don't deserve to get paid. They screw over people and they should be held accountable for their actions. And this is unbelievable. Let's all hashtag boycott Bayonetta or whatever they're using. Let's go on our social medias and team. And then you got the other people who are bashing Hellena Taylor. Like how dare you? There's other people involved here, and like you're just trying to get more money out of it. And are you even telling the truth? And there's
that's what I'm saying though. But like the whole point of I don't know. Yeah, let's boycott something. Let's boycott this game because that makes sense. I'm mad because I'm not getting paid, or I don't even know if that's it. I don't even know if that was the whole reason the video was made. You know what I mean? It seems like it's like there was another underlying issue. Like maybe she was just really mad that, I don't know, maybe they didn't want to deal with the contract negotiations. They didn't want to deal with it. Like, we got this other girl and she does this, like this woman who, Hellena Taylor.
Yeah.
Like she's only Bayonetta.
Yeah.
Now the other girl, what was her name?
The new voice actress?
Yes.
Jennifer Hale.
Now she's like a voice actor.
She is. I mean, okay. When you say that, what you mean is she's a very popular, well worked. She has been worked. It sounds like what's her name? The first girl, Hellena Taylor. Sounds like she's actually involved in the theater. So she might be someone on Broadway. She might be her. Yeah. She's not traditionally.
She does other things. Yeah,
she's not traditionally. It seems like she's not traditionally a voice actress, but obviously she gets paid to use her voice if she's working in theater. So she's well adversed. But as
far as like in this industry, she's Bayonetta. That's it.
Yeah, pretty much. And this new voice actress is accomplished in voice acting and has a long career and successful career.
I mean, maybe. Maybe she was just pumped on the one thing she had and then found out like, okay, they don't want to deal and they just stopped talks. And then she got mad.
I have a thought. If she's like, I don't know anything about her, but if she is someone in the theater industry and she is someone well respected there, she probably gets paid pretty damn well to be a theater actress.
Maybe.
And she probably is looking at this like, again, I'm not putting words in her mouth. I'm simply thinking, trying to give her the benefit of the doubt here. Maybe she's thinking, hey, like, this is an outrage. This is what you guys get paid here?
She
like,
said it
you
was
kidding
an
me?
outrage. She was mad.
Like, I get paid way better in the theater industry. I'm gonna go back to that shit. This fucking blows, man.
Yeah, man,
and you should all be held accountable. Like, that's maybe, and the part of me who is wishing the best of it, being a positive person, is thinking, hey, that's probably what she's thinking here, not the worst of her. I don't think I like to think that the worst, the best of her, not the worst of her is. But again, I just like to think that we don't know anything. As far as her actual true opinions, besides what she told, and if that's even true.
Yeah. So other people's reactions, besides just the general public, of course, the general public went, yeah, let's boycott the game and let's be outraged at something that has absolutely nothing to do with us.
Yeah.
In a video game, somebody didn't get paid what they want. Let's boycott that because that makes sense. Because I love drama, so that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Because this is that new tea. I can't wait to take a sip of. And then there were other people online, other voice actors, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
The guy who played.
So his name is, I'll go ahead and take it. His name is Sean Chiplock. He is the voice actor of the famous character in the most famous of games, Breath of the Wild, Legend of Zelda variety. He also voice acted in Hyrule Warriors, the spin-off game of Breath of the Wild. He voiced not only Ravioli, if you will, like my streams.
Ravioli.
He also voice acted Teba in the Hyrule Warriors and another character, which I don't remember. But a total of 3 characters.
Was Teba the Goron?
No. Teba was the other flying Birdman.
Gotcha. Okay, gotcha.
I'm not real in the story, but spoilers for a 2-year-old game. But the other Birdman.
Yeah, gotcha.
And that maybe he voiced,
that's right. Yeah, you're right.
And then another character. So he voiced 3 in that game.
Yeah, 3.
And let's just say it, like, it's not a surprise here. My dogs are barking. Sorry, dog. Sorry, everyone. Fuck you, dogs. It's not a surprise here that the Hyrule Warriors is probably a bigger game as far as sales than Bayonetta 3 was going to be. Right? It's probably
probably
not like massive, right?
It's got
massive.
the Zelda. It's got the Zelda name on it. So
it came out in 2020. Everyone was bored and wanted to play games, and also it was a spin-off of Breath of the Wild, so it did pretty damn well. And it was going to probably do better than Bayonetta was before this controversy. And so you would think,
I will agree with that. Yes.
You would think, like, bigger Bayonetta, she didn't get offered very much because it's a smaller game. Bigger voice actors for bigger games are getting paid more, right? I mean, that's obviously this is what's happening. She's just getting lowballed. Well, quote, I was paid approximately. This is Sean Chiplock on his Twitter. I was paid approximately $2,000 to $3,000 overall because it was based on the total number of hours in the studio, which was higher because I was voicing 3 characters in a single game. I made more from voice acting Spade/Dale in Freedom Planet 1 because that generously gave me sales royalties. So what he just said there, and that's the end of the quote, what he just said there was, I was paid essentially $3,000 for 3 characters in a very successful video game. No royalties. That's a flat rate, $3,000. Thank you, wham bam. Thank you, man, for your voice acting. And then he made more from a lesser game because they gave him sales royalties. But obviously, that's a way smaller game than Hyrule Warriors. I don't even know what it is. I imagine it's much smaller. So he made more money, but probably marginally more. Not too much. But yeah, what do you have to say about that?
So that's weird because that seems to be right in line with what they offered her, right?
Well, we're not there yet.
We're not there yet.
We're not there yet in the chronological order of this story.
Okay. Well, I mean, I think him saying that again, I'm like, that's, to me, as an outsider, that seems like you're wildly underpaid.
Wildly.
But, that's crazy to me. But I mean, if that's the standard of work and that's what you're paid, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I'm not in that industry. It seems like the voice actors in the game industry are just, I don't know. They're underpaid.
Listen, forget everything. Sean Chiplock was underpaid for Hyrule Warriors.
Yeah,
there was no ifs, ands, or buts. There was no other information to come out. He had no reason to lie here. He just threw it out there. I was paid $3,000 for 3 characters.
But
he didn't complain. Listen, he didn't complain.
No,
he didn't bash. He didn't do nothing. He stated his truth. He stated what he said.
Yeah, he did.
What he said was,
but
I
that's
made
what I'm
$3,000.
saying.
Take it or leave it, people.
That's what I'm saying. He just said it like, yeah, that's what I got paid. Like, not that sucks or that's great. But I mean, it's right in line with what they offered her at this point, as far as we know, correct?
Yeah.
So again, I'm looking back at this video like, why are you so mad? This is where I'm at. I'm not on the, oh, you're mad about money. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're mad about something else.
Yeah, if it was just about money, she would handle it differently.
Because this is, you look at that, you're like, okay, well, what's the
There's a lot more from this story that we still to this day don't know about.
Well, yes, but I mean, even as we get further, you start looking at it like,
yeah,
okay, there's way more to this, and now it's like, really, like, what the fuck is your problem? 'Cause you're mad about something. There's way more to this than surface level and money. It's not money. Whatever it is, I can tell you this right now, it's not money. It's personal.
I want to respond to one question from our chat here. Mindstormer said, how long did he work for? Referring to Sean Chiplock. And actually, now obviously, I'm not an accomplished voice actor, not even the slightest. I have very small, very, very small amount of work in some Fiverr stuff I've been doing. And I actually have already experienced some kind of like bullshit. And I want to tell my story real fast.
Yeah.
So like essentially what happened, I'm not under any NDA, so fuck off. Essentially what happened was I was trying to, and I'm not telling the story, you know, Drip, I'm telling a different story.
Okay.
So what happened was I set a deal with this Fiverr company. They wanted to pay me for making 2 different ads for them. The first ad was for $10. That, you know, I'm not talking about that one. The other ad was for 30, end up being $30, but I offered them to do it for 45 because we already made an offer we already agreed on $70 for 2,000 words it was, and that's the way Fiverr works. You have to get the amount of words for it.
Yeah.
And $80 for 3,000 words, right? Or less, obviously. It's not exact, but that's the ballpark of words. Could be anywhere between 2,000, 3,000, anywhere between 1,000, 2,000. That's 70 and 80. So he wanted to give me a script that was about 600 words, and he offered me, well, he didn't offer anything. He wanted me to offer him something. I offered him $45. Now, mathematically, that's not exactly lining up with the $70 offer and the $80 offer. But my opinion, there is a minimum, and this connects with this story here. There's a minimum that you want to be able to work for, right? I've been paid. I've been hired a lot to be a musician as a percussionist in the past. You don't get paid for the amount of notes on the page. That's not how being a musician works. The flautist gets paid as much as the harp player, as much as they gets paid the percussionist normally. Yeah. And maybe it differs just a tiny bit depending on what happens here. But does that seem fair to you guys? The flute player, that little fucking the flute player, the same size as my slide whistle, gets paid the same as someone as me who has to carry around a whole fucking drum set. Okay, is that fair? Or the singer who gets their fat ass up to the microphone. And the singers get paid more than everyone else. And they have nothing but their fucking talents.
Hey, it's talents, man.
Is that fair? No, it's not fucking fair. But that is the standard of the industry. And did I make a video complaining about it? Technically, yes. I just complained about it on a video. But what I'm saying is that that's the accepted standard in music. And I feel like it should be similar to what I'm doing with here at Fiverr. It's like, listen, here's my minimum. I'm $45. I don't care if you give me a script that is 3 words. I don't want to work for any less than $45 because I got to pay taxes. I got to give half that, essentially a good portion of that money away, various different ways. So $45 is my minimum. That's my offer. And he's like, I've had people do it for $15.
Well, good. Go have them do it for $15.
Go have them
man.
do it.
Like, that's good.
We eventually settled on $30 because I was being nice, and it was my first job on Fiverr. So, but how this I want to bring it back because I don't want to lose people here. How this connects to this story is you know your worth. You want to get paid a minimum, or like you want to set is what I mean. You want to set your minimum, and it sounds like Drip. Stay with me here. She's a union worker. That also came out during the second day, and it sounds like she's a union worker, and if she is, people were like, well, that's the union wage. So what are we really, why are we complaining at Platinum Games? We should be complaining at the union. And what I want to say to that real fast, Drip, is the union wage, there's no way the union's setting caps on wages. The union's going to set minimum wages for your workers.
Yeah.
The union's no way is going to set caps on wages. So what you're telling me is that Platinum Games offered her, if she is a union worker, they could only offer her the minimum, the smallest amount, or somewhere in between maybe. We don't really know. Let's just say for the fact of the argument that it was the middle of the road payment.
It doesn't seem like it was it's not the minimum.
Not the minimum, it doesn't sound like.
We've seen lower. We've already seen.
But it sounds like it's the middle of the road, and she's the main voice actor. And Mindstormer's question was, how much does she work? Well, that's the whole thing, man. She's the main voice actor of the game. So my guess is she had a lot of fucking dialogue, and she was in the studio quite a bit. As much as you would be for a main character who talks a lot. And also, you need to know your minimum here. And maybe she got offered somewhere in the middle or lower tier of the union wages, and she was not appreciative of that. So, because everyone was going, oh, it's the union's wage, blah, blah, blah. You blame the union. Well, actually, the union doesn't set caps. The union only sets minimums. So they maybe if they didn't go to the bottom, they went somewhere a little bit above the bottom, and that she wasn't very happy about that.
Yeah, clearly, I mean,
and that's reason to be upset.
Think, honestly,
she has reason to be upset off of that.
Yeah, I think some of it is maybe just they didn't want. Maybe she wasn't happy with it, and she wanted to wheel and deal and work out something. And maybe they were just like, listen, we don't need to do this, that's not right to do that. It's not good business. But maybe they were just like, listen, fuck this. Like, we got her. Like, we'll pay her. We're done here.
Jennifer Hale?
Yeah, like, we're good. We'll just do this. Like, we don't need to listen. Like, I don't know. Maybe she said something rude. I mean, there could be 1,000 different things. But I want to say something about what you were talking about there, too. Because I used to shoot a lot of weddings. And, I have set prices for weddings. And, a lot of people who don't know a lot about weddings, photography for weddings is expensive. It's not cheap. And people are like, well, why is it that much?
Well,
like you're only there for a day. You're there for 6 hours and you want that much?
Let's role play real quick. I'll let you keep going. You're just someone there to walk up there and take little pictures. That's all you're supposed to.
Yeah.
What am I paying you for?
You're paying me for the years and years and years I've been doing this. One, because guess what? Joe Blow can't come over here and grab this camera and do what I can do with it.
My mom has her iPhone.
That's
who can
great.
just fucking take pictures.
And that's wonderful. That's wonderful. Your mom can do the pictures then. Like, that's great. Okay, I'll go do a different job that day. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
The point is, people don't understand like what you have to do to be able to do that. And not only that, you're not there for just 8 hours. You are there the day before, looking at the place or talking to them about what the place is, what you need to do with them, what other lists of pictures they need. You're packing up your gear. You're charging batteries. You're making sure your memory cards are good. You're cleaning lenses. You're getting all that stuff ready the day before. Then you're driving there. You're there for the day. You're driving back. That's gas. It's food. It's whatever. Then you come back and you've got hours and hours and hours sitting in front of a computer editing. So, I mean, it's all about knowing what the job is actually worth. And I don't think going online and me yelling about somebody not hiring me for a wedding because they didn't want to pay me $2,000, I think that's fine that they don't want to do that. I totally get it. But at the same time, it's like you get what you pay for with things like that, I guess.
I can totally relate to
Mom can take the pictures. Let mom take the pictures.
I can totally relate to what you're talking about there with the photography, because as a working traveling musician, as I was for like 10 years, as a percussionist in particular, with all the fucking gear I had not just a drum set, but an entire accessory. I had every little shaker and tambourine and triangle that you could own, plus the entire drum set kit, cymbals, hardware is heavy as fuck. It's solid metal. I know exactly what you.
There's a lot of stuff that goes into it.
Yeah.
So my point is with that, I can see how she could take this as like a slight to her, like, oh, I've done this, because she said that in her video, like, oh, I went to this place and I did that and I did this. Well, guess what? I did a bunch of shit too. But when somebody tells me I'm too expensive and they don't want to work with me, you don't have to go online and cry about it. You just, okay, that's fine. Like I said, let mom take the pictures then.
Yeah,
sure, you'll love them.
while I agree with your premise there, we also can't ignore the fact that is there stuff that we're missing between her and
100%.
Platinum Games that
like I said earlier, there's something extra there.
Somebody said something that hurt her feelings. There's gotta be something involved here, because you don't just break NDA and do all this dumb shit without somebody hurting your feelings here. This was not a
if she signed
professional
an
interaction.
NDA, if she signed an NDA, it was like, think about the thought process of that to be like, yeah, I am going to record a video, put it on the internet, break this NDA. Because in my head, I'm mad, but I want this to happen. I don't think, honestly, this probably isn't over.
No, God, no.
This probably isn't over. But go on to the end of this.
It might be over from the public standpoint. Might be.
Oh, God, yeah. That's what I'm talking about, though. The public part. This is not over. There's going to be more stuff to come out. This, like I said, there's more, because we found out more about this entire thing. So what I was talking about earlier, about it not being about money, because it seems like we established that, okay, the guy who played Rivali got paid this much, what, 3,000?
Yep.
She got offered 4,000. So we've already established, like, okay, it's kind of a baseline area there. We're on the track, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so we find out it was not, well, allegedly, we find out it was not $4,000 that she was offered. It was $4,000 per session, and they wanted her in for 5, maybe 4 sessions. So that's not $4,000. That's not $4,000. That's a whole lot more than $4,000. 4 sessions, that's what? $16,000?
Yep.
4,000. Yeah, that's $16,000.
So now we're not talking about $4,000 anymore. Now we're talking about, let's just say $15,000, because and I'm sure there's even less than that, because there's other, as we learn here, there's more money comes out of that than just what you get paid. When you make $50,000 a year, you don't make $50,000. You don't take that home. You take home like 35, 40. So she's getting paid 15. But yeah, that her before tax rate somewhere around $16,000.
Regardless, don't even worry about the taxes. We're worrying about hard numbers here. 4,000. Now you're talking closer to $16,000.
Yeah.
That's where I'm just like, what the fuck happened? Because you were getting paid very good for this, clearly. Now we don't know, but it is Bloomberg. One of the reports came from Bloomberg. They said that they've seen paperwork, documents where it says that was what she was supposed to be paid. Then again, we will also say Bloomberg said there was a Switch Pro too. They did say that.
I wish I had my laugh track on here.
They did say that. Bloomberg said there was a Switch Pro. So, it's whatever. We're not going to go. We're not going to go there.
Remind me, Discord guys, to set up hotkeys. I'll play the laughing track anytime there's something funny.
But that is really the only thing. I don't know. There's a few things left I want to talk about.
Yeah.
That's one thing with her specifically. I want to know what set her off after, if that is true, if that's real, 16,000, if that's real, what was said? What happened there where she decided, I'm breaking this NDA and I'm going online? If this is true, going online and lying. If this is true, allegedly lying. We don't know if she's actually lying or not. We don't know the truth about any of it.
Not being fully truthful. I wouldn't say she was lying. I would say that she was not being fully truthful to help her narrative.
Yes, to get the narrative out there that she wanted out there, which makes it even more of like a personal thing. Like, I need this narrative out there to get these people mad. I don't know. And then my biggest thing, and this is the thing that I just pisses me off to no end. And that's why you never hear me talk about it. I don't make videos on this stuff. I don't get involved in this stuff ever. But the people who got the pitchforks out and they had their lanterns and they were storming the gates because of all this shit.
It seems like
you jumped the gun and you look like a fucking idiot now.
It seems like certain people out there, all they need is the smallest little whiff of like an outrage, and they are just suddenly all over it, like with like, you know, like some people that it only takes a little bit, and for those people, those people don't like to get all the facts. They just
they like the outrage.
They like outrage.
It's annoying, dude. It's so oh god.
It's particularly harmful if it really gets out there. Like, and for example, if it actually was to cause harm to Bayonetta, a bunch of innocent people are not going to make money. A bunch of innocent people are going to lose their jobs because of wages.
Over what? Because this woman is mad about something. It's not money. She's mad about something and decided to start shit on the internet. And it's you know, I don't think that's right, but I think it's a lot stupider for people to jump on this ship with their torches and pitchforks going after whatever. What, platinum games? You're going after platinum games, really? Like what what do you think you're going to do? What do you think you're going to do?
I want to make it clear on my side of things. While I agree with you, Drip, I think it is equally as stupid for someone to say something to the effect of to join the boycott, right? It's equally stupid to join the boycott as it is to absolutely bash her. Okay, that's the way I feel about it, because whether Bloomberg's right or not, we don't know if they are.
No, we don't. No, you're right. We don't.
And we don't have every single fact here. So it's equally
hardly
as
any
stupid
facts.
to go out on your Twitter where you're hiding behind your keyboard and talking shit on this girl who, in the end, is her. While we already said, and I already said, I don't agree with the way she went about it.
No, it was
her
stupid.
Overall message. Her overall message is that the voice acting industry is underpaid, and her goal is to get them to raise awareness for that, which she's done.
Okay, and that's fine.
Which she has done.
That's an absolutely terrible way to do it.
One of her goals. Her other goal was to get you to boycott the game, and that goal,
I was gonna say that
viscerally
she went online,
failed.
Yeah,
viscerally failed.
I don't know, man. I'm sorry. Going online and asking people to boycott, I don't know. For what? For what? And now we know, well, we might know that it's not even the truth.
You know, here's the other thing. If she was really if she was trying to talk to me, which clearly she was not, but she was trying to talk to me, she would have released paperwork. If she was going to do it right and break an NDA right, she should have released paperwork.
Oh yeah, I'm sure she had documents.
But those paperwork probably say 15, 16 grand.
Exactly.
Like Bloomberg's saying.
Even if it's back and forth emails, whatever it is,
if she
this was put on paper somewhere.
If she was going to get me to join this boycott, I would need to see paperwork that said 4 sessions for 4 hours of work for $4 grand. That would have made me. I wouldn't have joined the boycott.
I wouldn't have fucking done it anyway.
I wouldn't have joined the boycott.
Like, I'm sorry you're not getting paid what you want. I am very sorry about that.
I certainly would have raised hell on not only the industry but Platinum Games. Like, this is completely unacceptable for the main voice. Because what do you think the little kid in Hyrule Warriors who played baby Sidon? The baby, what do you think he got?
I mean, I don't know, man.
You know, he probably got like $50 and a free copy of the game, or maybe nothing in the free copy of the game. So like, it really. But here's what I would like to say after this. Instead of like, not that I'm not accusing you of this, I'm just saying, instead of like whining, complaining over whatever we feel, I think we should really kind of turn this around into like, let's talk about if 15 grand's enough. Let's just go there. For someone who, and I'm not saying it, I'm not going to say anything yet. Do you think, because I don't think neither of us have yet, do you think 15 grand, 16 grand is enough for the main voice actress of a big game? Not as big as other games, but a big game. It's not a no game. It's not a nothing game.
I'll tell you
Bayonetta
this.
3.
I think that it's not my problem to deal with. It is their issue to deal with. And if there is a problem, if they have a union and they're doing this whole thing, then they need to deal with it. If they want paid more, they need to start moving forward to get paid more. I'm not going to go boycott for it. I got my own shit to do. I'm sorry. Like, I don't know.
Well, no one's asking to picket fence.
I'm just saying. It's none of my concern. If they have a union and things in place, clearly that union's not doing its job. If they are unhappy with their pay, they need to I mean, things need to be changed. Obviously, I don't disagree that things need to be changed, but I do disagree that you jump on the internet and try to have other people do it for you.
How do you suggest that you go about that change as an individual?
I have no idea.
Like her?
I have no idea. Again,
I mean, we already agreed that it's not what she did.
Not
it's certainly
like that.
not what she did.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I have no idea. I have no clue. I mean,
well, I mean, we can look
talk
at
to your union reps. I guess I don't know.
I think the answer is kind of there, and I don't either. You're not seeing it or you're ignoring it. Like the answer is how to make change. Look at it. There's a history out there. Read a textbook. I mean,
yeah,
like,
okay.
You know how to make change. You make change by stirring shit. Now, not the way she did, but you stir the pot. You can't make the spaghetti's going to stick together unless you stir.
That's true.
You have to stir the pot. To make change, no one individual is going to make change, but one individual can lead a revolution. Now, hold on a second. You writing your dirty comments? Stop your dirty comments. I see you writing those dirty comments. I'm not suggesting. I'm not suggesting Hellena Taylor is leading a revolution. I'm not a fucking insane person, okay? I'm not suggesting that whatsoever. I'm saying that is how you start change. Now, she's not the leader. She's certainly not the leader of this revolution, and I don't know who's going to be, but can we agree that maybe this now 15 grand I think is pretty fair. I'm not a business guy in the voice acting industry and get video games.
It's
so like, don't ask. It's better than four. It's better than four. And honestly, if she would have started with 15 grand, I would have said that she should get paid more, but definitely not angry about it. I would be like, yeah, she should get paid more. Sure. Like, yeah, I would not be angry, but I would not feel outraged at 4 grand. But 15 grand, yeah, maybe 20, 25, 30, maybe. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know either. But like, I think 15. It's probably low, but but that's fine to me. I see no issue to raise hell over 15 grand. But like a guy like Teba, Sean Chiplock, is that his name? We'll just call him Chiplock.
Alrighty.
Like that 3 grand.
Yeah.
For those 3 characters, that's low, man. That's low. I don't care. I don't care if he's in the studio for 1 session. Like,
I agree.
That's low.
I agree. It's low, but again, not my decision to make. If you're unhappy with your pay, don't take that job. I mean, I don't know. I don't.
But someone else is like, don't you say that, because there's someone's going to take her place, dude, which someone did.
I did it. I had to deal with it all the time.
In
the vape industry, man. Yeah, I was one of the only photographers doing that for a long time. Bunch of people started coming in doing it because they were seeing, what the 10 to 20 of us were doing. And eventually it got so crowded, and these kids came in like, oh man, I'll do it. I'll do pictures for like $5. Like, I mean, I don't know if it's that cheap, but like, it's like, okay, well, that's fine. But you know what I did? I didn't cry about it. I didn't go online and bash the companies that didn't want to work with me anymore. I moved on.
Certainly not. And she did not. She definitely didn't handle this the way she should have.
No,
if she really wanted to raise awareness for all that.
Yeah,
as a
I'm
part
all
of her
about
goal,
that. I'm all about that. These people should be paid more. Totally agree with you on that. The way it was handled was absolutely awful.
It was dog shit. Handled like dog shit. It was awful. Guys, I want to read some chat after this. We're going to do the after show now. We're going to leave this podcast. Thank you guys for listening. More to come in later on here. I'm going to end this audio version. You guys have been awesome. Thank you guys so much for listening.
Yes.
Thank you guys. We're a little bit late. I'm going to get this edited and uploaded to you guys today, hopefully. So you guys should hear this at least mid-afternoon. We're going to talk to chat. I want to address some things in the chat. If you guys are listening audio and you want to check that conversation out, it's over on youtube.com/dripjeeb. And if you guys missed any of this conversation that we had, you can go over to any app, podcast app of choice, Apple, Spotify, Google, and you can download this podcast and listen to this audio once again on the go, wherever you are. Don't have to be watching. And also, please like and subscribe if you're watching this video, and all that good stuff. And we will see you guys next week.
Peace.
Awesome. Sweet. After show
hype.
What's up, guys? First thing, because I'm a guy who forgets what I like to say.
Wait.
No, I'm going to forget. Is it really important?
No. Yes, because we didn't talk about it at all. Listen, everybody needs to know. Next Sunday night.
Oh, dude, I'm sorry.
Next Sunday night.
I even stopped
recording.
We're
doing the Animal Crossing. It's okay. We're doing the Animal Crossing costume contest on my island. We're giving away it's probably going to be a total of like 5 to 6 million bells.
Holy shit!
Free Switch games, eShop gift cards, maybe some other stuff. I'm seeing what's up, but
what?
All you've got to do is tune into the stream on my YouTube channel on Sunday night. Pick a costume out for your Animal Crossing character, come to the island, and you're automatically entered. We're going to have a good time. We're going to be, I don't know, maybe I'll bob for apples or something here. Is that something you do on Halloween at a Halloween party? Bob for apples?
Yeah. Maybe.
Sure, it is. There'll be a whole Halloween party going on behind me.
Oh, we didn't even talk about this. The Always on Deck said they offered her $4,000 as a cameo. That was generous. One session, $4,000.
Damn.
I forgot to talk about that, dude. Thank you for bringing that up. Yeah,
I didn't see that.
Listen, it's looking better and better for Platinum Games as we go on here. I forgot about that.
Dreamlight Valley is better than Animal Crossing. That's great, but you can't make costumes like that in Dreamlight Valley.
So, Power Mad said something. I'd work 4 days a week for $15,000. I'd do it. I want to address that because my brother's also one of these people. I'm not accusing you of Power Mad. You bring up a comment and I want to respond. My brother's one of these people who's like, sports stars don't deserve the money they make. I mean, I work on cars all day. I'm a goddamn professional, and they couldn't get to work without me. But like, they make way too much money. How dare they? Kind of shit. And I'm like, dude, do you understand? First off, their boss, one guy. You're talking about an entire league of players. One guy makes more than all those guys combined. So like, let's look at that first. Let's talk about that guy for a second. Don't blame the players. They get paid by that guy. But also, the industry of sports makes so much money you can't comprehend the amount of dollar bills that industry makes. So much more money than whatever industry you're probably working in right now at your day job, person who is. And like, where's that money supposed to go exactly? Like, who you should be yelling at is me, your brother, who pays the ticket price to go to the game, because I pay the high ticket prices, which pays that dumbass up there who's making all the money and so generously dispersing it throughout the players.
Yeah.
The issue is the consumer who's paying these absolute ridiculous prices to go to these games. It's money, man. Where is this money supposed to, if they're charging you $50 to $1,000 for a ticket and there's 40,000 tickets sold a game, that's a lot of fucking money. And there's 162 games. Where is that money supposed to go exactly? You can't blame the guy for accepting a contract that was offered to him.
Oh yeah, that's like
so
generational
toxic.
money. Yeah. I had this conversation with somebody the other day. Like getting mad about like a player leaving your team and going to a different team because the contract is better. Like, dude, that's his family. That's his future. Like, of course you're going to take that money. Yes, you take as much as you can get.
If Joel Embiid ever left the Sixers for not necessarily more money, but a better opportunity and more money, like, I would be sad, but I'd be like, go get your bag, dude.
Yeah, dude, get it. Like, that's money for his kids, his kids' kids, his kids' kids' kids. Like, yes, you take the money, man. You take the money.
So to further more on his comment there, like, basically what I'm saying to Power Mad is you can't really get. I'm not saying you're mad either, but what I am saying is that for her industry, that's the rate, that's the going rate, and if that's where I would say if you don't like it, try to go into that, get into that industry, like, or voice your opinion and try to stir change. And maybe whatever industry you're in, you get a pay raise. That's possible too. Yeah. I mean, it's a lot harder to do, but the people make change around here. Not,
I don't know.
As business owns us because they have the leverage.
I'm still just very curious to find out.
Take the leverage back.
What Hellena Taylor is so mad about. I want to know because she's.
I want to know too. This got to be. Listen.
I don't know. Like maybe she is like, and you know what? And I'm this reason, that reason, this reason, that reason, and we could actually make some change if I do this. So I'm mad anyway, so I'm gonna do it. But there was a reason.
There's a reason.
There's a reason that started it. There's no way there's not. She's quite angry.
Right. My summer, yeah, I understand that. Like, I think I said in my video too, like, she makes her money out. She has to make money elsewhere. She can't, this is not her one job. She probably makes money in multiple different ways.
I mean, how much does she get paid for Bayonetta 2? Because that was what? 8 years ago? Right. 9 years ago? How long ago was Bayonetta 2?
You can't just
10
work
years
that
ago?
one job and then not work until the next job. Then job comes like in that kind of industry, you can't just work one position, even if it's the big one, and expect to not work again
that's the same
until
thing,
the next time that comes around.
That's like what I do. Like I can't just work for, whatever one company. I have to make videos for, the meat thermometer guy and the sunglasses person and the t-shirt guy and
like me, I can't just edit all Drip's videos. I have to edit Megaboyd's table tennis too.
There you go. See, there you go. Same thing.
But yeah, not the
I
same
can't
quantity.
pay all your bills. Damn it. Megaboyd's got to take a bill.
Yeah. You start paying my bills. We have a good deal, Drip. We're good buddies.
Yeah.
But
it's Friday, man.
It is Friday. It is 3:30 Eastern.
So weird. So weird we're doing this on a Friday at 3:30 because we always do this on Thursday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern time.
Yeah, and this video still have to render because I didn't get it perfectly, but I started my recording and ended it pretty much right on point, so it's fast. I don't have to scrub very much to find beginning and end.
Yeah.
So this will be up. Certainly will be uploaded. Obviously it takes about an hour or so plus the render time to like get it on YouTube. I mean, it's already on YouTube, but to transfer the video into audio only.
Power mad.
Blah, blah, blah.
She's not mad about that because the new one actually looks better than the old one. It just has half the features. That's all. That one girl. Happy Friday to you as well.
Happy Friday.
It actually does. That's the one thing the new NASCAR game on Switch has is it does look better.
Yeah.
Like it looks a lot better. It's missing 70% of the game.
And that video was an Uncle Geeb production.
It was an Uncle Geeb production. It was good. It's good.
Yesterday's video was an Uncle Geeb production. There was a time there where you were doing like every third, the fourth video, maybe.
I haven't edited a full video unless it's like B-roll.
It's been like 2 months.
Yeah, it's been a while. Dude, it frees me up to do so much other shit. It's like,
yeah.
I mean,
great. That's the idea, right?
I'm gonna do once I figure out what I want to do. I want to go back out and do some moving around and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'll edit that one, but I don't know what I want to do yet. So still waiting on that, but it'll come to me. Come to me in a dream, maybe. Maybe not.
Geeb is the laugh track. You're right. Hilarious. It's the fun.
Oh boy.
Trying to see. Let's go back to some of these earlier comments from earlier in the stream. Not too many of them. There's
Yep, good.
But I'm trying to look and try to find something. Obviously these comments are going to be out of context too. So if you can help if I read your comment, you can help me out with the context. But voice actors, from what I've heard, they get royalties as well. It depends on the contract, Mindstormer. I mean, I don't think it's just guaranteed to get royalties.
Yeah, I mean,
the contract.
Yeah, it's in the whatever contract is. I mean, that's another thing too. I'm like, sitting here thinking like, I don't know, like who is your agent? You need a new agent. All these motherfuckers need some new agents, man. Need help. Business
is leverage.
Yeah,
it is leverage. And if you
know,
don't have
that's
leverage,
what I'm saying.
You're fucked. It's not that you need better agents. Agents don't have any leverage.
Well, they could. A good one could find some.
No, you can't just will leverage. Leverage comes from leverage. You can't just like magically like look at murder cases, right? Like who obviously they've done it, but they got off. It's like that happens not because the lawyer's amazing. It's because they had the leverage and the other guys had the lack of evidence. This is the portion of introducing evidence into the case. We have now some evidence, maybe not Hellena, turns out, but maybe like Rivali's character. Like, what the hell? Chiplock. I see Rivali's character as if the real guy is the character.
It's
Chiplock.
him, yeah.
Chiplock. His name is
bird also voiced a different bird and another character. And they paid that bird $3,000 to do that.
That's right.
Listen, that's good money for a bird. I mean, name another bird making money like that.
I mean, is it dinosaur bird? Barney made a lot. Big bird, baby. I mean, a dinosaur is sort of a bird in a weird way. It's like Barney.
We're not. Nope.
Barney, I love you. You love birds. I appreciate you both for being diplomatic about this controversy, though. As I always try, we try to be diplomatic about it.
Were we?
At the beginning, we were.
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of a dick.
That comment came in at the beginning when we were just trying to.
Yeah, I was.
Our opinions came out further at the end, for sure.
I mean, I was kind of a dick about it, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to like.
I tried very hard to be not an ass. I tried very hard.
I hope I didn't come off as an ass, but I mean, it is what it is.
I don't think you did, but somebody probably thinks so.
I'm sure.
It's the internet.
I don't care.
Going to backstage from this year, $4,000, and indeed twice as much as baseline voice actors work for a month's worth of work. Drop a link for a source? I don't know. That sounds. I can't trust that because I need to. Is it a trusted? Did it come from a trusted source? I don't know who backstage is.
Yeah, put a link in the Discord.
Yeah. The general chat can be the Hellena chat. I'll just rename it. And then the general Nintendo will be the
general
revolution. No, the revolution.
Oh, yeah, whatever. I'm about to stomp. I'm about to stomp the rebellion. Call me Lord Vader.
So $6K for a month's worth of work. I think that's my summary. I think that if that's a top end, the top end. That's low for the top end.
The top end. Yeah, for the top end. Yeah,
that's low. And I don't really. Is it a small amount of money for a normal person? Absolutely not.
No, that's decent. Yeah, that's
that's very decent for a normal person. Maybe maybe that's the mid. If that was the, and I don't think we're too far off on numbers here. If you think that's fine, because I'm not saying you, just in general, people. If you think that $6K is fine for a top tier, I'm thinking more like, I don't know, 12 grand, probably double that. That would be like my top tier for a top end voice actor doing like 4 sessions in a month, working a couple hours a week. Like,
yeah, I mean,
if for that industry with that kind of money, in like, sure, 6 to 12 grand for like mid to high tiers.
Average for top end.
Yeah, okay, average for top end. So that means that some are higher, some are low.
No, Kim, no, none of it, none of that, no.
I can't see
no official shirts, no.
Oh, hell, for this situation? Absolutely.
No. She's talking about for the rebellion. She's about to talk to Matt Moran about making shirts. No.
Do it.
Oh, wait. Oh. I could just capitalize on this and make shirts from my merch shop that are about the rebellion, and I can sell them to the rebellion.
I think that's kind of what she's meaning.
Yes.
I didn't see her comment yet, but I imagine she means like you sell them.
No, I don't know. That's not what she meant. She says yes now because that's a great idea.
Like what you and I should do, Drip, is through your people who make your shop, do the podcast merch.
Yeah, we could do that.
Because I mean, at the very least, we could just sell our basic logo.
I wish we had.
I know. I wish we had stuff too.
We need to get it. All right. You know what? I'm done. I got stuff I still gotta do.
Listen, you gotta give me 23 minutes, man. You said what? Before 4.
I got stuff I gotta do, man.
I know. This situation just. I'm almost done reading comments.
I am very excited to. I just want to see. Honestly, I want to see what happens next with it. Now, I didn't give a shit about this at first. I didn't watch any of the videos. I didn't watch anything to do with any of it because I was like, dude, this is gonna be one of these Twitter fight bullshit dumb things that happens, and everyone's gonna blow up, and then it's gonna be nothing because those people moved on to the next thing they're pissed off about. But it actually is kind of interesting now.
You can't confirm. So Always on Deck is in like commercials, I believe. He's in like the entertainment industry to an extent, but he's a good guy to get. We should have had him on for this one. That would be a good idea, honestly. If we would have had the forethought for that. He said can't confirm unions cap minimums. So I think what he means is confirming what I said, that they set minimums. They don't. That where you can't go below that number. I mean, that's what unions do, right? They protect you and your wages. So like,
I don't know. I'm not part of a union, so I don't know. I don't know how it works.
My parents were in teachers unions, and I've learned over the years unions how they work in general. And you think about it. There's the reason why the unions are there. They're not to make sure you get less money than you deserve. You typically, if there's any sort of union representation on your wages, they're going to make sure that you get a certain amount of money, meaning they cap the minimum. And that's what unions are there for. If they're not doing that for you, probably a bad union. So you make sure you don't get any less than a certain amount of money, X dollars. He said, but I want to read this comic because I'm trying to understand it, but I want to read it out loud so I understand it better. In 2014, okay. I was working with a company that did $100 per ad across their talent. And that was upsetting, but I think there needs to be a voice over actors union before any clarity is established. I'm not quite following. Are you following that?
Saying that there needs to be a union, I guess. I don't know. I mean, what if there is one, then they need to do a better job. Clearly. There's such things as bad unions. If everybody's this mad about the situation, if the voice actors are upset about it, then it kind of falls back on their shoulders. But okay, well, we have these people in place to do this for us, and they're not doing the right things. So we need new people to do it. Kind of comes back to them. So,
excuse me. Yeah, okay, that's about all the comments
Unrelated. I love Drip's Animal Crossing Island. That's right, it is awesome. How long did it take you? It took like a year, I think. I don't know. You didn't even see it. You just dropped off the bell. I'm telling you, you should have seen the rest of the thing. There's so much more. It's great. Not in the back. The back's kind of fucked up.
Is it decorated yet?
It's mostly decorated. Yeah, there are pumpkins everywhere.
Sweet.
I don't think there's one part of the island that you can go to where you can't at least see one pumpkin. Except for the back, where all the villagers are back there. It's a fucking disaster back there, man. I don't know what to do. Yeah.
That's a good plug. It's a good plug for Drip's YouTube. His link is down below in the description. We'll be live. I mean, I won't. He will. He'll be live on his YouTube channel for also, the Animal Crossing.
Something else. Why there's some people here. I need judges. I need 3 judges.
The next thing on my mouth was going to be about judges, and I have a proposal for you.
Okay, what is it?
I proposed because I don't want to compete for multiple reasons, but I want to be there. I want to be the guy. So here's my proposal.
Okay.
Last year I was not a judge, but I was a babysitter of judges.
Yeah,
we had 3 guest judges. Yeah. I don't want to do that again this year. I just want to be a judge.
Okay.
So Uncle Geeb, and what I propose to you, Drip, is that this year Mrs. Geeb is a judge because she doesn't want to compete.
Yes.
I am a judge, but I'm also proposing that I am a permanent judge every year.
Oh.
I'm the Simon Cowell.
You are the
costume
guy.
contest.
You're the guy.
I'm the guy. And every year we have one. So we want 3 judges. Every year there is a 3rd guest judge from the community.
Okay.
And how we decide who that 3rd guest judge is going to be is yet to be determined. But do you like that idea?
Yeah, I love it.
Me,
it's great.
and then a 3rd guest. So if you want to be a guest judge on Drip's costume contest, if you don't compete but you want to be a part of the thing, I don't know. Let us know in Discord or something. During stream on Twitch, my streams or whatever.
Power Matt, you'll be dead ass asleep. It's at like 8:30 my time, which means it's like 4 in the morning for you. You will be sleeping.
And if I do recall, last year we had the judges. Did we go on the stream? I think I came on to reveal the results.
Yes, you did. Yeah.
So we'll just do that. Yeah, we'll just do that again. So we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it probably on my Twitch streams next week at this point, because today I was gonna stream right now, like during the podcast for Twitch before this debacle of my internet happened last night, but I'm just gonna go ahead and do other things that need to get done today. I've there's a reason why there's a laundry basket there. I just got shit to do, personally. Dude. So I'm not gonna stream. I'm not gonna stream this afternoon. So this is I'll see you guys on Monday. Drip's gonna see you when? Don't know yet.
Sunday.
Maybe this weekend.
Yeah, Sunday maybe. Maybe we'll see. I don't know. I'm gonna start moving this stuff over to YouTube, but I don't have anything to talk about. You know what I mean? If I go live on YouTube, I want there to be things to talk about.
I have a video to send you about YouTube streaming. Another video. One of my guys who talks about tech, and he's a Harris Heller type in terms of talking about Twitch, YouTube streaming, and all that. Very insightful video for you. I want to send to you. I forgot. Just don't let me forget.
I will not let you forget.
What the short of it is, you're making the right decision at a very good time.
All right. Well, that's great.
Guys, we're going to send it off here to nowhere.
We're not.
I'm gonna sit here more and edit and then post this. Drip's gonna go do something else, and after that, I'm gonna do laundry, and then I'm gonna watch the Phillies. Rush.
Ayo, Phillies!
The San Diego Padres.
I'll turn it on, man. I'll turn it on.
Hell yeah. Guys, you've been awesome. You've been awesome. We'll see you guys when we see you.
Yeah. Goodbye.